This is the Akko 3068B mechanical keyboard. You may have seen this video right here where I unboxed and modded the Keycaps K4. Well, now we're at it again. If you didn't already know, I actually have two desk setups. One you can see behind me here, which is a MacBook setup that I use for work, music production, and video editing. And the other is my brand new gaming and streaming setup, which I'm filming from right here. And it's just like they say in the movies, with two desk setups comes two keyboards. Now, I don't think that's exactly how it went, but we built this one to match my Batman themed PC. It actually took me quite some time to decide what parts I wanted to use in this keyboard build. I know I wanted it to be Batman themed to match along with my PC, and I wanted to keep it under $300 Canadian. I also knew that I wanted to get away from the number pad. As much as I love my Keycaps K4 build, I rarely use the number pad, and honestly, it just kind of gets in the way. So I decided I want to do somewhere between a 60 and a 75% keyboard. Now, initially I was going to get the GK68 with the Akko black and gold keycaps. And those two items alone would have cost almost $200. That's 2/3 of my budget. But then I found this, the Akko 3068B, a 65% 5-pin hot swappable mechanical keyboard that has RGB, Bluetooth, 2.4 GHz wireless, and USB-C connection. This board ended up coming to around $115. So I went for it. Because this keyboard is being mostly used for gaming, I decided to deter away from the tactile switches that I grew to love with my Keycaps K4 build. So I replaced the purple switches that came with the board and switched them out for Akko CS Jelly Blacks. This is a linear switch with an extended spring creating a 50-gram actuation force, which makes this the heaviest Akko CS switch to date. But since I was so used to the 67-gram actuation force of the Holy Pandas, but still wanted the smoothness of a linear switch, I thought this was a good middle ground. So I ordered everything off of Amazon and waited for it to show up to my house. There'll be affiliate links in the description below if you have any interest in the items from this video. Honestly, I was too excited to film the unboxing of this board, but I did stream the building and modding process live on Twitch. Twitch.tv/CassalMan if you want to come hang. I'm probably live right now. We're building a keyboard today. I'm so excited. Let's just dive in. This is going to take a while. This is how the keyboard sounds stock with unlubed jelly purples. There are no mods done to it, and yeah, so this is a stock sound. Let's start taking the keycaps off. That's the first step. You got issues buying mats and keyboards? Tony, come on, man. You know I gotta do it. I just love it. I love this kind of stuff. I'm gonna make a YouTube video on it, it's fine. Also, if you're wondering what my desk mat is, it is the New York skyline from Gutsy Aiden. Wow, that was really easy, getting those off. Now comes the fun part, taking out all of the old switches. All right. We got the old switches out, the jelly purples. I might still use these in a build, but that's what they sound like stock. They're pretty quiet, actually. So these were the Gateron browns. These are the Holy Pandas. And then we've got the purple guys, Akko jelly purples. So the Gateron browns are the quietest. I'd say the Holy Panda is probably the loudest. It definitely has the most pronounced bump. No, maybe not. Okay, yeah, I think the purple has the most pronounced bump. There's three main types of switches. There's clicky, tactile, and linear. Linear is the best for gaming. Tactile is great for a good, like, really nice typing sound usually. And if you like that, like, bump, and clickies are just loud and annoying. Time to get lubing. The springs I'm gonna lube together, but I have 2.5 grade 0, which is a pretty popular keyboard lube. And I also have some dielectric grease, which I'll use on the stabilizers. These are clip-in stabilizers. Oh, these stabilizers are pretty lubed up already. Let me see if I can. Still can't really tell, but they are very wet. Every sentence I say sounds gross. Lots of that's what she said moments. Yeah, there is so many. All right, so here's our plate. It's aluminum. I don't like that it's white though. Like, it's a black keyboard. We've got some plate foam as well. And now we have our PCB, which is covered in lube. You see all those greasy spots? Should I like wipe it off? Now this is only 70%, is that okay? So much lube. Look at these beautiful blue hot swap sockets. Very nice. Try not to get lube all over us. Blech. Ah, they're already flat. Nice. Okay, so I'm not gonna have to clip the stabilizers. For those who are new, just right on the top here. Sometimes there's like little legs that stick up and you don't want that. Stabs are done. There we go. All right, we're gonna Band-Aid mod now. Band-Aid mod, done. Stabs in. So time to put the plate on the PCB, just with that one tiny screw. And then we can do the tape mod. Tape mod complete. Now let's figure out the rest of this case. Probably use this foam. It's pretty similar to the one that came with it, but it's a bit thinner, or a bit thicker. And I'm gonna put it in just these bigger spots. I think that's all we're gonna do for the bottom part there. Then we'll just add the foam that was already in it. Then we gotta plug the battery back into the PCB. You know what time it is? It's time to lube the switches. Hi. I decided not to show a lot of the lubing process that was on stream just because it took a really long time and I was kind of out of frame. So I thought I would just interject here and kind of give you a more in-depth view of what I did. So I needed to lube 68 switches for this board. Luckily, I did do a bit of prep before the stream where I kind of took all of the pieces apart in all the switches and had them separated out so it'd be easier. To start, we're using Krytox 205 grade 0, which I picked up from R&D KBD, which is a Canadian keyboard company based in Calgary. I also picked up this small lube brush off of Amazon. I think it's a size 0. I'm not 100% sure. It came in a kit. Affiliate link down below. So for the bottom housings, I lubed the sides and around the pole. The springs, I lubed all together in this little jar just by putting them all in with a bit of Krytox and shook it up. I started off with hand lubing the stems. I did the sides and around the inside of the pole. But then after a while, I kind of got lazy and said F it and just kind of batch lubed them together, just like I did with the springs. This made the process go by a lot quicker, although it did leave the top of the stems covered in lube as well. All right, back to the stream. Bam. So this is our stabilizer test. Sounds pretty good, I'd say. All right, we have one keycap left. Looks pretty good, eh? I'd say that's pretty Batman themed. Here, let me give you a comparison of my two keyboards. All right, folks, well, the keyboard's done. Hey, if you're still here, thank you so much for sticking around to the end of the video. It really means a lot to me. I'm almost halfway to 1,000 subscribers, and I can't wait till I hit that number. It's gonna be such a big milestone for me, and I really appreciate you being a part of it. If you haven't already, if you could like this video and leave a comment down below, I would love to hear from you and what your thoughts are on this video. And if you haven't seen my last keyboard building video, you can check that out next, right over here. All right, that's it for me. Have a good day.